Okay. Hello YouTube, this is D.B.T Show, episode 29. Now in my last episode, I reviewed the Nintendo Wii itself. Now I'm going to do a Virtual Console review. I'm going to review a game that came out not too long ago. The Americans know it as Star Fox 64, but the English know it as Lilac Wars. So today, I'm going to be reviewing Star Fox 64 and Lilac Wars both at the same time. They're practically both the same game, so let's get going. Right, here we go. Now, I can't review the original N64 version because my N64 broke down years ago. So I'm going to review the Virtual Console version. The Virtual Console version of Star Fox 64 and Lilac Wars is almost as good as it was on the N64. Now, let's start off with storylines. The storyline for Star Fox 64 or Lilac Wars is very, very basic. Basically, got this evil alien dude known as Andros, and he's taken over the Lilac system and declared war. He's going to basically, Andros wants to become ruler of the Lilac system, and to do this, he wants to destroy everybody who opposes him. And there's only one team of heroes who can kick his ass. That is the Star Fox team. Star Fox team consists of 4 members: Fox McCloud, Falco, Flip the Toad, Tuck of the Hair, and that's it. There's also a little robot called Rob64, but he's not really that important. All he does is drive great boats, who cares? Okay, next let's go to the multiplayer. The multiplayer in this game is pretty good, but unfortunately, I don't know if I can show you any because at the moment I ain't got a second control on me. No, I can't. Basically, on multiplayer mode, yep, there's 3 matches you can do. Most of these matches involve blowing each other up. So, it's basically just a spaceship fight to the death. Blast each other down with lasers and bombs, cannons, and all that sort of stuff. Okay, let's go to the graphics. The graphics of this game are pretty good. I played this game a lot as a kid. It's one of my all-time favourite N64 games. And the graphics, I have to say, they look pretty awesome. Right, let me just bring you some graphics. Now, I never played Star Fox, the original, on the Super Nintendo. So, this is the very first Star Fox game I actually played. I'd love to play Star Fox on the Super Nintendo, but it hasn't come out on the Virtual Console yet. I hope it does soon. There. Look at that. Classic N64 graphics. Practically flawless. I don't see how these could be made any better. That's basically what I can say about the graphics. Now, let me just reset the game, then we'll go to controls. Now, controls for Star Fox 64 or Lilac Wars were pretty good controls. Now, the N64 version's controls were extremely simple. The Virtual Console controls are pretty simple as well. So, let me just go into a level and I'll show you some of the controls work. There are 15 different levels in this game, but I'll talk about them later. Okay, now, to play this game, you will definitely need the classical controller. You can play this game with a GameCube controller, but I do suggest you use classical controller because it just feels a lot better. Use the left thumbstick to move your vehicle. At the moment, I'm using the R-Wing. The A button fires your lasers. The B button fires your bombs, or nukes as I like to call them. If you hold the A button down, you can do a charged homing laser. Press L twice and do a barrel roll left. Press R twice and do a barrel roll right. Press Y and up, you can do a somersault. There we go. If press Y and if press X is to brake, and Y is to do a boost. You can also do a U-turn when you're doing when you're in all range mode. All range mode is basically so you can fly around the entire on your own without going straight forward all the time. Do a U-turn, I think it's X and down or X and up or Y and up. I can't really remember. Pause, just pauses the game. Sometimes in the game you'll get a Rob will come up and say sending supplies or something, especially either ZR or Z left. Rob will send some supplies like an extra bomb or an extra laser cannon or a wing repair kit. So, right, let's move on to the music in the game. The music in the game is rather good. The music in the game is all pretty good. It all fits the environment. Also, a bit about the music. That's going to voices. The voices in this game are pretty good. Well, there you go. If you just heard that, the pilots who are helping you in the game will need help quite a lot. You know, the teammates that you have on your team will definitely need help quite a bit. They are the smartest teammates in the world, and if they ever need your help, a little voice will come on and saying, "Fox, do a barrel roll," or something like that. Okay, let's move on to the levels. Just reset the game and I'll show you what levels there are. In the game, as I mentioned before, there are 15 different levels to fly through. And also, there are multiple routes which can go to each level, so let's take a look at the stages. Okay. Right, the stages are Corneria, which is kind of like a planet like Earth. Sector-wide, sort of like space, sort of like a level in deep space. The asteroid belt's a massive asteroid field. This one is kind of like a scene from Independence Day. You take a nice massive flying saucer. This one is the submarine level, where you get to use the submarine so you're arming. This one is where you take down, take down Star Wolf for the first time. This one's a newer water-based level, but this time in the R-Wing. This one's an extremely hot level. Basically, if you go on that level, you can get barbecued if you're not too careful. This is Sector X. This level, at the end of it, there's this giant robot boss, and the giant robot boss is pretty difficult to beat. Basically, Sector X is just an abandoned enemy base. Sector Z is where you get ambushed by the bad guy, and you get to shoot down these missiles. Basically, the tank level, Titanium's the tank level. Area 6 is an extremely hard level because there's loads of enemies, and the game just throws so much shit. You have no idea what you're doing. This Starlight here, that's a pretty hard level because of the gear to take down loads of enemies. And the final level is Venom, where you will fight Andros, and also you'll fight Star Wolf for the second time. Anyway, I'm very sorry YouTube, but I've run out of time. So join me in part 2 of my Star Fox 64 and Lilac Wars review. Until then, bye bye.